Hello there, English learners, and welcome back to Daily English, the podcast. I'm Elizabeth, and I am so incredibly happy to be here with you today.
And hello, everyone. I am James. It is wonderful to be back behind the microphone. How are you feeling today, Elizabeth? You sound very cheerful.
I am feeling fantastic. Thank you, James. I woke up this morning and the sun was shining, and it just put me in a great mood. How about you? How is your day going?
My day is going very well, thank you for asking. I had a nice, slow morning, enjoyed some good coffee, and now I get to talk to you and our listeners. So I am very happy. Equally fantastic, I would say.
That is wonderful to hear. Honestly, hearing that you are happy makes me happy. Happiness is contagious, isn't it?
It certainly is, and that is actually perfect for our topic today, isn't it? Today we are talking about happy moments, talking about joy, excitement, and all the good things in life.
Yes, and this is such an important topic. We spend a lot of time learning how to ask for directions, or how to order food, or how to solve problems. But we often forget to learn how to express our joy.
Exactly, and sharing happy moments is how we make friends. It is how we connect with people. When you tell someone good news, you want them to feel it with you.
So, James, when we say happy moments, what comes to mind first? Are you thinking about big events?
You know, sometimes I think about the big events like weddings or graduations, but mostly I think about the small things. We call these simple pleasures.
Simple pleasures. That is such a beautiful phrase. Listeners, I want you to whisper that to yourself. Simple pleasures. These are the tiny moments in daily life that make you smile.
For example, finding a $10 bill in an old coat pocket, or smelling fresh bread when you walk past a bakery, or finally taking your shoes off after a long day of walking.
Oh, taking your shoes off is definitely a simple pleasure. I love that feeling. It is pure relief. So, how do we describe these feelings in English? The most basic way is to say, it made me happy.
Yes, but we can do better than that, right? A very common native phrase is, "It made my day." This is perfect for simple pleasures.
It made my day. It means that one small thing happened and it turned an average day into a great day. For example, the barista drew a smiley face on my coffee cup, and it made my day.
That is a lovely example. Or, I received a nice email from a student, and it really made my day. It's about that sudden boost of positivity.
James, what if we are feeling generally happy? Not because of one specific thing, but just generally.
Then you can say, "I am in a good mood," or "I am in high spirits." In high spirits sounds a little bit more formal, but it is very nice.
The team was in high spirits after winning the game, or we were all in high spirits during the holiday. It means everyone was energetic and cheerful.
Now, Elizabeth, we cannot talk about happiness without talking about idioms. English speakers absolutely love idioms for being happy. We have so many funny ones.
Oh, I know. My absolute favorite is over the moon. I'm over the moon. It's such a cute image. Imagine being so happy you can jump over the moon.
It really is. I remember when my sister told me she was having a baby. I was absolutely over the moon. I called everyone I knew to tell them.
Oh, that is sweet. Listeners, notice how James used it. I was absolutely over the moon. You can add absolutely to make it even stronger.
What is another one you like, Elizabeth?
I really like walking on air. It describes that light feeling you get when you are happy, like gravity doesn't affect you. After I got the job promotion, I was walking on air for a week.
That is a great one. And a very similar one is on cloud nine. She is on cloud nine. It means she is in a state of perfect happiness.
We seem to have a lot of idioms about the sky. Over the moon, walking on air, cloud nine. Maybe happiness makes us feel tall.
Maybe it does. It lifts us up. Now, let's switch gears a little bit. What about happiness that comes from laughter, when something is funny?
Oh, laughing is the best medicine. If something is very funny, we can say, it was hilarious. But if we want to use a slang idiom, we say, it cracked me up.
It cracked me up. This is very common in casual conversation. I watched a funny movie last night and it cracked me up.
It means it made you laugh suddenly and loudly. And if you laughed for a long time, you can say, I was in stitches.
In stitches. This refers to the pain in your stomach muscles when you laugh too hard. It hurts, but in a good way. My friend told such a funny joke, we were all in stitches.
I love those moments when you laugh so hard you cannot breathe. Those are definitely happy moments, James. Tell me about a time recently when you had a lot of fun.
Let me think. Well, last weekend, I went to a karaoke bar with some friends. Now, I cannot sing very well, at all.
Oh, really? I don't believe you. I bet you are a great singer.
No, trust me, Elizabeth, I am terrible. But we just sang loudly and danced and didn't care about being perfect. We had a blast.
We had a blast. Listeners, please write this one down. To have a blast, it means to have a very, very exciting and fun time. It is perfect for parties, concerts, or trips.
You can also say, we had the time of our lives. But that is usually for something really big and special, like a wedding or a once-in-a-lifetime trip.
Right. So for karaoke, we had a blast is perfect. For your honeymoon, we had the time of our lives is better.
Now, not all happy moments are loud and exciting, right? Sometimes happiness is quiet, calm, and peaceful. How do we talk about that?
That is my favorite kind of happiness, actually. We call that contentment. To feel content, it means you are satisfied. You have everything you need in that moment.
Imagine sitting by a window on a rainy day with a good book and a warm blanket. You're not excited, you're not jumping up and down, but you are deeply happy. You are content.
We can also use the word cozy. It was such a cozy evening. Cozy usually means warm, comfortable, and safe. I feel very cozy right now.
Let's do a little visualization. Listeners, close your eyes for a second if you are safe to do so. Imagine your perfect, quiet, happy moment. Where are you? Are you at the beach? In a forest? In your bed?
Just hold that image. Feel the peace. That feeling is contentment or serenity. Serenity is another beautiful word for deep peace.
Okay, open your eyes. Let's talk about gratitude, being thankful. Many people say that gratitude is the secret to happiness. Do you agree, Elizabeth?
I absolutely agree. When we focus on what we have instead of what we don't have, we feel happier immediately. So, how do we express this in English?
The standard way is, I am grateful for, or I am thankful for. But to sound even more sincere, you can use the verb appreciate.
I really appreciate. For example, I really appreciate my health, or I appreciate your help, or even small things like, I appreciate this delicious meal.
Let's try to make a sentence. James, what is one thing you appreciate right now in your life?
Wait, don't say coffee again.
I was going to say coffee. You know me too well. Okay, I will choose something else. Honestly, I appreciate technology. Being able to record this podcast and connect with people all over the world is amazing. I am grateful for the internet.
That is a great answer. It's easy to complain about technology, but it really does connect us. I am grateful for my garden. Seeing the flowers grow makes me feel very hopeful.
Hopeful. That is another happy emotion. It means you feel positive about the future. Being hopeful is a wonderful state of mind.
Now, let's talk about how to react to other people's happiness. This is a very important social skill. If your friend tells you good news, you need to respond with energy.
Yes, you cannot just say, okay, or nice. That sounds rude and bored. You need to sound excited for them. Let's practice. Elizabeth, tell me some good news.
Okay, James, I finally fixed my old bicycle and it works perfectly now.
That is fantastic. Good for you. You must be so proud of yourself. Fixing a bike is not easy.
That was a perfect reaction. You used, that is fantastic, and good for you. Good for you is a wonderful phrase to validate someone's effort.
And I also asked a question or made a comment. You must be so proud. This keeps the happy conversation going. It shows I care.
Okay, my turn to react. Give me some news, James.
Well, I just booked tickets to go visit my parents next month. I haven't seen them in a long time.
Aw, that is wonderful news, James. I am so happy for you. You must be so excited to see them. Counting down the days?
You used the phrase counting down the days. That is a great idiom for anticipation, looking forward to something.
Yes, when you are really excited about a future event, you can say, I am counting down the days, or simply, I can't wait.
I can't wait for the weekend. I can't wait to see you. It shows high energy and happiness.
James, what about when things go wrong? Can we still find happy moments in bad situations?
Absolutely. That is called looking on the bright side. This is an idiom that means finding the positive in a negative situation.
For example, it rained during our picnic, but looking on the bright side, the park was empty, so we had it all to ourselves.
There's another famous idiom for this. Every cloud has a silver lining. A silver lining is the bright edge of a dark cloud. It means every bad situation has something good in it.
That is such a healthy mindset. If you can use these phrases, people will see you as an optimistic person, and people love being around optimistic people.
We are coming towards the end of our episode, but before we go, I want to give our listeners a little challenge, a happy challenge.
Oh, I love challenges. What is it?
I want you to start a 3 good things habit. Every evening before you go to sleep, say 3 good things that happened that day in English.
Just 3 small things?
Yes, they can be tiny. 1, I had a good sandwich. 2, the bus was on time. 3, I learned a new English idiom. That's it.
That sounds lovely. It helps you train your brain to scan the world for happy moments. And doing it in English helps you practice your vocabulary every single day.
Exactly. And if you can, record yourself saying them on your phone. Listen to your voice sounding happy. It builds confidence.
You know, James, just recording this episode has put me in a better mood. Talking about happiness is powerful.
It really is. I feel energized. I feel, what was the phrase? In high spirits.
Yes, you are definitely in high spirits. Let's quickly review the big phrases from today so our listeners can remember them.
Okay, we had simple pleasures. It made my day. Over the moon. Walking on air. And it cracked me up.
And we also talked about contentment, have a blast, good for you, and looking on the bright side.
That is a lot of great vocabulary. Don't worry if you don't remember all of them right away. Just pick one or two that you really like and try to use them today.
Maybe leave us a comment telling us about your happy moment. We would love to read them. It would make our day.
It definitely would. Thank you so much for listening today, everyone. We really appreciate you spending your time with us.
Yes, thank you for being part of our community. Go out there and find your simple pleasures and keep smiling.
Have a wonderful, happy, joy-filled week, everyone. Goodbye.
See you next time. Bye-bye.